let's end it with Chris's, because we have to hear Chris's voice. Let's do Chris doing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, let me find it.
It's Chris Schwarzenegger. But first of all, Chris does an awesome Schwarzenegger impression. So that when Schwarzenegger, it came out, this big scandal of him sleeping with his maid and producing a child and blah blah blah, we wanted Chris to come out as Schwarzenegger. Chris is funny as Schwarzenegger because everything he says references a movie in Schwarzenegger's filmography.
Mm-hmm.
I was amazed that he could take it as far as he did, and that he was as quick as he was. And I cannot keep a straight face when Chris does the Schwarzenegger, so I'm just howling with laughter trying to talk to him. Thank you so much for calling in. Can I call you Arnie?
Yeah, please do call me whatever you like, Movie Geeks. This is my favorite show, and I couldn't be happier to tell you about the end of days for my marriage to Maria. If I'm going to talk to anyone about it, it would, of course, be Movie Geeks United, who is my favorite internet movie program.
Thank you. We'll use that as a soundbite.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you saying that. So let's talk about the scandal. So you impregnated your maid. You've had this secret love child that you've kept under lock and key from your wife and from your state and from everyone for the past 10 years. Did you know in your heart that this day would come where you would have to face the music?
It has been going on for so long. Let me see if I can have a total recall throughout the years of everything that's been happening. If I can, I'll go ahead and give you the rundown. You see, when I started in this love affair, I had no idea this woman was going to be the destroyer of marriages.
Mr. Schwarzenegger, I'm surprised you didn't terminate her.
If I had, I would have had to claim that she was only collateral damage.
He's even thrown in some in there that he wasn't even in. So, Mr. Schwarzenegger, let me ask you about this. We'll get back to your scandal, but the newest political scandal that just erupted last week involves Mr. Wiener, who tweeted photos of himself to various women anonymous women throughout the country. So what do you think of this scandal? Are you relieved by it? Do you have any advice for Mr. Wiener?
I can tell you this. I can tell you that Senator Wiener Schnitzel is wishing right now that he could go back in time with an eraser and not send the tweet of his Wiener Schnitzel Kackengard.
Of his what? I'm sorry?
Of his Wiener Schnitzel Kackengard. We all thought that Senator Wiener Schnitzel was a good, upstanding citizen, but I understand that some of the tweets were sent to underage girls, which would make him a sexual predator.
Oh, dear God.
Hang on. So, tell me, Mr. Schwarzenegger, tell me how your marriage is doing. What's the latest there? Have you been able to make any progress with Maria, or is it over?
Well, as you know, I was telling true lies for so many years that at this point, I think that the marriage is expendable.
Oh, dear.
Jerry, do you have any questions? Help me out here, man.
Okay. So, did you put a paper bag over her head?
Yeah, she's not very attractive. What?
It seems like I should have worn a different kind of bag, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, that was...
Because I always thought that people would be making fun of me for the movie Junior, not for the actual Junior. But it could be worse. We could have had twins.
Okay. So now let's talk about your return to the big screen. You had a couple of projects lined up before this scandal broke, and you've put them on hold, understandably so. But stuff like the Governator animated series, which I don't think anyone really cared about, and another Terminator, and something called Cry Macho, which mirrors what's been going on. I mean, someone that's in love with a Mexican woman, and they produce a child that he just reconnects with years later. I mean, that had to have personal relevance to you, that project.
The project was never really going to get off the ground. The production company was trying to screw me. They really gave me a raw deal. And ever since then, I've been the running man trying to get away from the media, the TMZ. And, the deal is obviously going to be terminated.
Okay. Now, is there any answer you can give me that references Jingle All the Way? That's all I'm concerned about.
I would have to go around the world in 80 days to answer that question, Jamie.
Okay. Well, anyone want to know anything else from Mr. Schwarzenegger? I mean, while you have him on.
I mean, is there any chance he could star in a movie with Congressman Wiener?
What movie do you think we could do? Batman and Robin? Before you let me go, Jamie, I have to tell you something.
Okay.
Jamie.
Yes.
You're one ugly motherfucker.